What's up, guys? Day number 7 here. I got to 27:35 yesterday. I just got back from the gym. I still got the pre-workout pumping through my veins. Let's get into it. Let's go. I only got like 40 minutes here, so today's video is going to be a bit of a shorter one. But we're going to get in some good games. Hopefully I can make some strides. Yeah, unfortunately, just due to my scheduling, it's only been 16 hours or so since I recorded the last video. So alas, I haven't found much time to study. I have studied a bit though, to be clear. I've studied a bit, made a bit of progress, and let's see what happens. Okay, so we got the Leningrad here. The Leningrad, he's playing the E3 system. This is known to not be that scary. It's supposed to be relatively toothless. I don't know what I'm doing though. I just blundered a pawn. Let me play knight e4. Oh, this is not going well. This is not going well, people. We might have to edit this out. This might have to go into the outtakes. Yeah, as usual, the first game, not a good one. I don't think I've ever won the first game in these videos. It's always just me, dipping my toes in the water and getting acclimated to the chess.com situation. But okay, if he's eating his time, maybe it's okay. Of course, he has like 1,000 moves here. He just takes and plays queen d5. He doesn't play queen d5, okay. If he doesn't play queen d5, I might have some compensation here. I want to keep this knight really bad, though. Let me play bishop f5. He'll take. I can take with my queen. I have good compensation now. He could try g4, but that's going to get very spicy. Bishop g4. Bishop g4 shouldn't do anything. Takes, takes. His knight is still a terrible piece. I have every reason to be happy here. Black might even be better, believe it or not. Put the rook on d8. Really uncomfortable pin now. Knight b4, knight d3. Knight e5 looks better. I'm still hitting d3, but I also might come to g4. What a spicy position. Yeah, this is really cool. If rook d1, I play knight g4, g3, queen h6. What is going on here? Knight d3 creates huge issues with takes on c1. Yeah, let me go for that. Okay, we just got a piece. Nice. Definitely not the cleanest opening. Alright, I'll take with check. Nice. 27-37. Yeah, I could tell he probably wasn't that strong a player. If he didn't... It's really crazy. And when you play these positions enough, you would just see this move instantly. Queen d5 check. I'm much worse after queen d5. My idea here was here, takes. I wanted to play bishop f5 with the tempo, but I would be dropping another pawn, so I'd have to play knight c6, takes, and bishop f5. And I would have some activity here, but even so, you're down 2 pawns. Maybe I have some compensation here, but 2 pawns is a lot. Anyway, the good news is I won. I won, so we don't need to worry about that. f4. Let's go for it. Playing an FM from Poland. If he plays g6, then I go for the stonewall. Here, this is strange. His bishop is really bad, though. In these positions, when you've played c4, so long as your opponent cannot hit you with a quick d4, you should not have any issues. So I'm just going to play b3 and bishop b2. I sort of like bishop d3. Let's play queen c2. I want to play bishop d3. If he plays knight a6 could be very interesting. Alright, I mean, he's asking for it at this point. He really is asking for it, but I mean, knight a6 is going to be really annoying. Can I just play, let me just play g4 here. I really don't have any time to waste. If he throws in a check, I play king e2. He's trying to meet the mare twice with this one. Yeah, the whole problem is now this bishop is going to be hanging if he ever retreats his knight. He's going gung-ho for the win. Here I could play h3. h3 looks interesting. I like bishop f5 more, though, because there is a threat of e4 here. Yeah, there is a lot of discomfort in this position. Okay, I could take with the rook. Yeah, let me take with the rook. I'm threatening this. It's a very dangerous threat. If he takes, I take with my king. And all of a sudden my queen is defending the bishop all over again. He does that. I think I'm just winning here. Queen takes, I take this. If he takes, nice. I'm just up a piece now. I just got a piece. I'll just take all the pawns he gives me. I'll take this. Play queen c3. Queen e7. Okay, well I'm up way too much material here. He's definitely not surviving this. Maybe he could get my bishop, but even so, I have like 5 pawns here. Alright, this should be the end of the game. Rook g6, let's attack the knight. Rook is coming to g1. Yeah, this turned out to be a very smooth game. Smooth like butter. Nice. Nice. 27-46. Amazing. I'll take a rematch. He's got bird envy. You beat someone in the bird, they do not forget. They get really upset. And I mean, my name, Birdmaster 3000, is just meant to infuriate people and frustrate them even more. Alright, we play d6. Just got a Leningrad. I do love the Leningrad. The Leningrad also has to be like the most baller name out there. To give you a little insight into my own interests, I'm not a communist, to be clear. I don't want to hear anyone saying that I'm a communist sympathizer. Not a communist here. But at the same time, I find the Soviet history very interesting, and yeah, it's really cool that an opening is named Leningrad. Really, really cool. Leningrad, of course, being the city that was changed from and back to St. Petersburg. And it's in the very north of Russia. It's famous for its white nights, in which the sun hangs around till midnight. Overall, very cool place. I had to watch out for this knight g5 idea. Knight d5, let's play e6. Knight c3. I mean, what is he doing here? He's just wasting his time. Takes, yeah, this is a dream position now. I can even play d5 first, just completely shut the bishop out. Knight c2. I like a5, I'm threatening a4. I'm crunching at his structure from all sides. Maybe he could try f3. f3 would make a lot of sense. I'm not actually sure what I'm even going for here. If I play a3, the bishop just rebounds to c3 without there having been much accomplished. How am I going to involve this bishop? That's a very serious question. How would I involve the bishop? Let me play... Yeah, this is a super spicy position. I could play rook d8 to threaten takes, but then he would just trade on d5 and my rook would be misplaced there. I'm not sure if I should be worrying about f3 at this point. Can I play b5? Let me play b5. I have no idea what's happening here. I don't know what's going on in this position, but the idea is that if he takes this way, at least then my structure becomes super... Oh, I made a mistake. I thought knight a7, but he could take on a4. Yikes. Alright, this is about to be a spicy one, boys. Play knight e7. I'm just down 2 pawns here. I'm down 2 pawns for very dubious compensation. This is generally what happens in the Leningrad. When you try to play well, you just play worse. Play knight f5. At least I got some pressure, and I might be able to fix my pawn structure. a5. Alright. Play c5. Interesting move. If he takes, then I play queen c7, and I could probably round up all the pawns now. Queen a4, I have rook a6, and I'm slowly getting everything. I'm slowly dealing with 1 pawn at a time. I've still got several pawns to deal with, but I have a few pawns less to deal with than before. Alright, rook f6. I have got to take this pawn. Okay, let me take here. 1 pawn less to deal with. He gets the tempo, but He gets a tempo, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Bishop b7. I retreated my queen the wrong way. I should have put my bishop on e6. My bishop is not going to be healthy here. Alright, I'll just play rook f8. If he plays rook c7, I play queen b5. Not a problem yet. Oh! Oh, what? Okay, I missed that. Up, and I'm losing my queen. Yeah, that game just, yeah, that game really just collapsed. I'll take a rematch, though. Maybe I'll get a win in the bird. I gotta figure out what I did wrong there. He did not play the Leningrad well. Alright, here. We play b3. Sorry, yeah. You gotta really be careful about which move you choose when they play the fianchetto system. Throw the check in. I could also play bishop e2. I think bishop e2 is what I recommend in my course. Yeah, everyone takes with the knight. It's actually incorrect, though. The knight belongs on c6, so the queen is supposed to take. Yeah, this is getting crazy, isn't it? I'm starting to see some real resistance now. In the 2750s, this is when people really start throwing the kitchen sink at you. He should be playing for c4. He should definitely be playing for c4. Let me play knight d2. I'm going to play e4 next. And yeah, we can start to appreciate why this knight is so misplaced here. If the knight were on c6, he could play d4. He could also just rebound this other knight to d7. I'll play e4, and again, yeah, this knight is just terrible here. It needs to be on c6 in this position. What am I going to do here? Knight c4. Yeah, this looks like a normal position. I got the same exact position against Lanier Dominguez. He takes and I take, and we get a really wacky structure, but weirdly enough, the structure should be fantastic for me because he doesn't have almost any breaks. Well, if he takes that way, now I just have a very nice light square for my pieces. I'll put the knight on e5. Knight is going to come to c4. I wanted to play g5, but I do not want to allow the knight in yet. So it's important to cover the square first. He'll play knight b6 probably, but then I'll play rook c1. I think already positionally he's close to busted here, which is crazy. But yeah, I have a nice outpost on c4, weak pawn on c5. Everything is going well here. Let me play g5. The biggest lesson from last game is that I do need to start playing quicker. I'm playing people who will not give me another chance. He really has nothing to do here. I'm going to reroute my bishop over to d2. Bishop is going to come to d2, and then I'm going to double up on the c-file. At the right time... Actually, wait, maybe... Should I be playing on the h-file? His position is very uncomfortable here. Play g3. There are a lot of serious questions here. All right. Now I can play f5 now. Does f5 work? f5 doesn't work yet. But g4. He wants to get out via bishop g5. How am I going to prevent this? Queen g... Yeah, so queen g3, he has bishop g5 with the pin, but I think queen g2... Man, he has a lot of problems. He has to play king g8 here. How do I just get everything out? Let me play e5. It's time to just hem this knight in, and now my knight can come to d6. If he plays bishop f8, I have f5. Because I've closed this diagonal, I do not need to worry about it at all. I can still keep playing to open the king side. My one regret in this position is that this bishop is not out of the way. I would love to be able to shift my rook over immediately. Alright, how are we going to play this? Let me start with knight d6. There must be some win here. Okay, does bishop a5 just net something? I want to hold on to this pawn, though. The pawn, I think the pawn is really important. I'm going to play bishop f4. He's completely stuck at the moment. Knight is coming to d5, though. Knight is coming to d5. I do need to start acting a bit quickly. Play rook h2. I'm just trying to trade off that rook and then mate him over there. Takes. Let me take with the king. Okay. Where should my king go? Dude, where should my king go? How do I just get my queen over there in time? I need to just play queen h1 and mate him. He takes? I should have seen that. I think I might be worse here now. This was really risky. Okay, somehow or another I'm still better. He's gonna play e5, I'll play g5. Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, this is so frustrating. I can't believe I'm losing a game on the bird. He's still half stuck though, weirdly enough. I got him! I got him! That was the flag of the century. Oh, that's great to get that win. That's fantastic to get that win. I had such a promising position, then all of a sudden he tried to wrest it from my fingers. He tried to wrest it right out of my grasp. But with masterful technique and a winner's mentality, I was able to turn the game around. I'm just joking. I just got the flag of my life. That's just the flag of my life, but I'll take it. Alright, what to do here? I got some good bishops. He's doing that. His knight wants to come into e5 and g6. I should be careful to avoid that. h5 would be interesting. But the thing is h5 ties his rook down to this pawn. Alright? Y'all already know what I'm going to do. If they push h4, I just park my knight on g4. I park my knight on g4 and I call it a day. Other knight's going to come around to h5. They're going for the picnic. The classic Soviet picnic. Okay, I'll snatch this pawn. Snatch the pawn. Wait, how am I going to meet this? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm realizing now I might be in trouble. My knight might be trapped here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm facing a lot more more testy opposition than last time. Is there any way for me to hold on to this pawn here? I think I'm just losing the pawn. At least here, if he takes, maybe I have rook e8. This was not a good game. I'm going to have to review what happened here to make sure I'm better prepared for next time. He could take, but that looks really spicy. Okay, here I park my knight on h5, and actually, you know, everything is held back here. I think I have decent chances of holding on. He could check and then play bishop takes. Oh, he's doing that. Well, he's going to play queen c4. Look at what he's going to play queen c4 to take my bishop, so I'm going to take here first. He checks, though. Ooh. He checks. So things are getting spicy here, guys. I'm down a piece. I'm down a piece for almost nothing. Pretty much nothing. But, you know, you never know. What is he doing here? I'm going to play d5. d5, queen d3. Okay, I'll take here. I just need to keep taking things, honestly. I'm thinking that if I just keep taking things, he won't notice that he's winning. Maybe that will work. This is a very tricky position. If he takes with the bishop, all of a sudden I have some type of mate. Alright, I should hold on to this pawn for dear life. Let me play rook f4. Yeah, the fact that he doesn't have enough pawns here makes this position quite tricky. This is not... He's probably in the driver's seat here, but this is honestly just a free-for-all. It's not clear at all who's better at this point, because his minor pieces are not that impressive. How can I protect my king? Maybe let me put my rook on d8, attack the bishop, make the bishop answer some questions, and then I'm going to play c5 and just try to continue opening the position up. It's crucial that this pawn stays here, otherwise he would be able to blind me. Is blinding me a word? He would be able to crush me on the h-file pretty much with this rook. I don't know what word I was looking for there. I thought blind me was a verb. Alright, here I gotta play quicker. Play rook f8. If he plays d5, I'm gonna play b5. Can I play b5 here? And just take. Just take. Well, queen f2 I can't do. Play g6. It's tricky about my king. I can't be at the risk of getting mated over there. Oh, and I got the queen. Dude botched his queen. Hitting the rook, hitting the knight. Gonna play rook f2. Rook c8. Hitting the pawn. Yeah, this is all over. Threatening to take the bishop here. Nice, I got a fork. Cool. That was a very clean game. 2756, people. Definitely not the cleanest of games, but apparently you got to get your hands dirty if you want to make it up the 2700s. What is he doing? What could this possibly be? I'm just going to move my knight back. I'm just up a pawn here. This is just a bird up a pawn. I don't know what he's... I don't know what he's going for. I play b3 and put the bishop on b2. Alright. I'm just gonna win a second pawn if he lets me. Okay, am I missing something here? Oh, there's bishop f4 stuff. Yeah, he's being a little sneaky. Knight d4, takes, bishop f4. He's got some tricks. The guy has some tricks, people. Put the bishop on b5. If he takes, I'll take back. I can take on c6. Castle. If he takes on e3, I take, and then I play queen d4. Well, oh, look at this. If I play queen d4, he has knight f5. Should I take on g7 first? Yeah, let's snatch the pawn there. That's really cool. King takes g7, I play queen d4, and I'm netting the rook. If he takes here, meanwhile, I can take here. Queen f6. Ooh, queen f6, sneaky move. He's going to take my rook. Now I'm down a rook. But, I don't know. Good things come to those who wait. I really like this move. Can I play knight d4 here, or what? Should I play queen d4? What should I do in this position? His queen is practically trapped here. That's what my motivation is here. I assume he has to play knight f5. It's a very dangerous position. But my idea here, play g4. I need to just throw the kitchen sink at him this moment while his queen is still locked out here. If he takes even f5, it's anyone's game. He takes there. That should be losing. I think here I play f5. There's just no way this many pieces are locked out. I could also play queen d2 when I want. There's no way this many pieces can be locked down. He can be fine here. I would assume he has to take. Ooh, he could take. Guys, he can take. If he takes, he's threatening mate here. Okay, he missed it. Can breathe a sigh of relief. Let's keep throwing the pawns forward. Keep going. What a spicy position. What a messy position here. He plays bishop e5. Bishop e5 is super spicy. I think I'm just losing after bishop e5, honestly. Okay, he's taken there. He's trying to take this. I'm going to start by taking with a check. He does that. Yeah, I'm getting mated. I shouldn't have done this. Queen takes h2 is going to be mate. Put the queen on h3. I'm dodging like a million mates at the moment. I don't see any knockout punch for him, but of course he has to be winning here. He's just up a piece. He's just up a piece, but you know, at the end of the day, it's the end of the day. Just gonna try to trade the rooks off. Maybe something will happen here. Maybe something will come about. I gotta move my king all the way back. Oh, I completely missed that. All right, down to 27-48. That's a wacky position. I'm gonna have to look at that. That whole system should not work at all. Maybe I'm supposed to just take with the pawn there. Dima Luca, I've played this guy probably 50 times at this point. And by 50, I mean 5 times. A6. Classic A6 variation. Alright. What is the idea here? Given that he's not bringing this bishop out and he's not really meeting my center head on, meeting my bird phalanx head on, I think it would be the proper time to castle queenside. I'm gonna try to castle queenside soon. d4 could be interesting, but d4 opens the e-file, and if he plays b4, I just play knight a4. This is the whole plan here. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I would have loved to be able to meet d4 with knight d1, knight f2. But given the way the game has shaken out, I don't think that's going to be possible. This is going to be a mess. Throwing my pawns forward. I don't think he has an attack. I don't think he has an attack, but you never know in the bird. He's going to throw his pawn. This is going to be wild. This is going to be a wild position, but if he plays a5, maybe I can take here first. Alright, I gotta just keep pushing my pawns. I gotta keep pushing my pawns until he actually threatens something. Queen d5. Okay, now he's threatening queen b3. Let's move the king over. Gonna throw my pawn to g6 next. Alright, here I really like d4. d4 is a really cute idea. If he takes, I can take with the pawn. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, I think d4 just weakened my c3 score for no reason. That was, yeah, it was just unnecessary. Alright, let me take this way. I'm gonna play g6 next. I think I'm the one attacking first, so I should be better. It looks like my king is a little bit safer than his. Okay, good. Bishop h3. Can finally bring the bishop out. He plays bishop d5, but now I take here. This is one of my ideas. If he takes with the queen, I can play rook d1, and I'm kicking his queen out from defending this. I'm going to break through here. And when I break through, it's going to be glorious. Queen c6, rook d6. The game is in the palm of my hand. What is going on here? Just take the rook. Just take the rook and be happy. Can I play e6 here? Yeah, I assume e6 would just be winning on the spot. His king is too walled in here. If I just play on his back rank with queen d2 and combine that with ideas of playing to push the e-pawn, that should be enough. Yeah, this is just a mess for him. For me, it's great. Play f5, a4. He's trying to sneak in. Dude is being very sneaky at the moment. Yeah, dude is trying to sneak in, but I don't think it's going to do anything. If he plays queen a3, I can just play queen d5. I keep everything under control. He doesn't have any checks. Rook d8 is coming next. e7 also is a threat. Yeah. Yeah, this is tricky. Yeah, by the way, apologies if the camera hasn't been angled at myself or angled at my face perfectly. I'm living in a very makeshift studio at the moment. It's not a normal recording environment. Where's my king gonna go? Just play e7. He could throw in a few checks. I don't think it will do anything. My queen can always block. Yeah, let's just block this way. This should be the end of the game. He takes, and then eventually a rook d8 will end things. Nice! 2752. We're going up. We're on the come up. Playing Yazid from Poland. That's a long name. What name is that? Yazid Pratama. That's interesting. Alright, let's play c5. I don't know why I shouldn't be eating 10 seconds talking about my opponent's names. If I'm 2750, I need to hold myself to a higher standard. Just gotta play really quickly. Alright. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just trying to play quickly and get to a normal position. The way that you mess up against these structures is by just trying to beat them from the get-go. You need to just be, you need to be pretty happy with the quality. Alright. What can I do here? Play d6. I'm just waiting him out. He's gonna take sooner or later. Play knight d7. Rook can come to c8. I feel like this is a good Maroczy. Man, I feel like this should be a good Maroczy, but I don't know. I really don't know. Let me castle. Put the knight on g4. Gonna take with the queen. Swap the knight over to e5. Gonna play a6, b5 even, maybe. This really looks like it should be a fine Maroczy. I could also even take with the pawn. Taking the pawn with the pawn would be very interesting. Okay. He's attacking this. I play... Oh, this is about to get wild. He could take this pawn here, but I'm play rook c7 and I have a lot of compensation. Alright, he's doing that. I think I have to break in the center. I gotta do it right now. If he takes on a7, I'll figure something out. But I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I can't just sit here watching my life pass me by. The way you lose these structures is you just don't do anything, and then before you know it, you're in the boa's grasp. Okay, I can play rook a8, attacking the knight. He goes back. I take. I don't think this is that bad for me. If he plays f4, I have knight d3, throwing a monkey wrench in the factory. I have no idea what that expression is supposed to be. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Queen has to take here. I don't know what he's thinking about. Queen takes, I'll play rook d8. I got some compensation. His pieces are quite loose. I could also even play bishop a6. Bishop a6 looks much better. Yeah, I'm going to go with bishop a6, I think. All right, down to a minute. Let's turn this around. Let's get things going. All right, I have no idea what that was about. I guess he's winning this pawn, but that should not work. My bishop is going to inflame the board now. Perfect bishop. I play f5. I want to hold on to this pawn badly. Let me just drop the bishop back. Yeah, it seems like all of a sudden he just collapsed. He had me under some pressure. But yeah, now that I've been able to get rid of this pawn, my bishop is fantastic, and then I just have a very nice passed pawn now. Knight b5. You can tell he's starting to founder. Queen d7, attacking the knight. If the knight moves, I snatch the pawn. He plays queen b6, then I play rook b8. Nice! +2. Okay, it turns out he wasn't that high rated, but suffice to say, we'll take it. We'll take it. 27.54. Let's go. e4, c5, another Sicilian. We're gonna get a Taimanov. I'm hoping on a prayer that he is not going to play queen d3. I have not studied queen d3 yet. Okay, good. Well, actually not good. I don't know what to do against this either. I think it's takes and b6. I think it's this. I really have to double check my lines here. What am I supposed to do here? I think it's bishop c5. I don't know. If he takes on g7, I take on e3, and the position just gets really wild. Let's take here. He wants to play knight b5. Knight b5 is going to be very annoying. Play a6. Bishop's going to come to b7. d6 looks very weak, but at the same time, I don't see how he would be able to really get at it. He plays he's obviously preparing something like e5. So here, what would the best move be? This is going to be super spicy. If he plays e5, I play d5. We're going to get to a very weird French structure. Unless he just wants to win a pawn like that, and now I'm just worse. Can I play e5? I have to play e5. e5 is the only move to remotely hold things together. We trade. Oh, he takes this. Yikes. Alright, I'm definitely worse here. Guys, you might want to shield your eyes. This is about to get really ugly. It's not looking good. Yeah, looks like he just wants to give me as many chances as possible to hold on. Now I have good chances of drawing. Oh, he could take here. What am I doing? Alright, I really want to resign now after that, but that... You can't resign after one mistake. You can only resign after 2 or 3 mistakes, but not one mistake. I can't believe I blundered that. If I had just done something else, I would have had a relatively decent position with good drawing chances. Yeah, it seems like the Taimanov is really my weak link in this series, and it's the thing that I'm gonna have to work the most on. Let's play h5. Play king c6. He's trying to trade. I'm not gonna allow a trade. If I can just have him whittle his time down, maybe I can pull something out here. Looks like he's gonna be able to trade something though here. And I'm down on time. This is looking very tough, people. This is very tough, everyone. Play a5 and a4. Try to throw this pawn forward. Facing an iron grip here. Do I have any drawing chances in this position? I mean, this isn't easy for him to win. He was trying to play rook b8. I have to go here. Holding on for dear life. Oh, he goes there. Oh, he has mate. Oh, that was a tough game. A tough loss. A tough loss for the channel. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Why am I getting black every single game now? What's up with this, chess.com? Let me know in the comments if I've been cursed by the chess.com gods. What is the plan here? Alright, well this looks like a great Leningrad. Got my classic phalanx. Let's play d5. Normal French. Yeah, heavily improved reversed advanced French here. Play a6 and b5. This position looks very uncomfortable for him. I guess he's going to put the knight on e3. He doesn't really have anything else to do after that. Knight e3, I'll just play bishop e6. He plays that. That's a very creative move here. I can't play b4 now. How am I going to deal with this? Put the queen on b6. Knight b4. Should the bishop go to b7 or e6? I'm leaning toward e6. I feel like eventually there's going to be something to do on that side of the board. Let's put the rook. I want to kick this knight out, so I'm going to get my bishop to f8. Okay. Pushing the pieces back. If the knight comes to c2, I can play b4. Oh, knight goes to a4, though. This is going to be spicy. Yeah, this is going to be really spicy. Play queen a6, trade the queens. If he allows me, I'll take back with the knight, and I'm able to, at least for the moment, I need to keep this knight out of c5 desperately. If the knight gets into c5, there are going to be problems. And not the good kind, either. I've been calling him he all along, and now I'm realizing it's like a South Korean girl with a cat, so apologies to the South Korean girl. I did not mean to offend you. A minute 30. This is a wild position. I don't think that's a good move. I do not think that's a good move. Play queen d3. This is just wild. This is truly bizarre. If takes, the knight's gonna have to go to a1. That's what I'm banking on. Hopefully the knight having to go to a1 would be enough there to mean something. Knight d7, nice. Look at that, I'm dominating this knight. He could still play this actually though, because my knight is going to be hanging here. Knight c5, yeah. Yeah. This is wild. What am I going to do here? Let me take, play king f7. Takes on b4, I play rook b8. This can't be that bad. That's a pretty logical pre-move. They had nothing to do. Knight d4. Let me bring the rook back to b8. c6, I'll take and finally start, or okay, so look at this. c6, I want to take and play bishop a3, but then they have rook b7 stuff. So it would make more sense to wait. I'll play knight d7 and knight e5. c7 is going to be dangerous. f4? I don't know what that was about. Things are getting tough here. Things are getting tough, people. Let me take. Rook c2. Can I play bishop a3? Does bishop a3 work? No, bishop a3 doesn't work yet. Okay, I'll play bishop d6. I'm just going to take the pawn and be happy. I'm up a pawn here. By taking in this fashion, I don't have any pin, so I don't need to trade off all the rooks, which is important. Bishop b6 and rook a3 coming next. I gotta squeeze water from a stone here. I have to try to win this position. All right, I'm gonna be up a pawn at least. I'm getting up another pawn, I mean. Let's play f4. Nice. Nice. I didn't realize 27-73. That's a good win. All right. 27-55. It's been what, 49 minutes. I gotta stop this somewhere, guys. Time really flies by. I'm on a very strict schedule though today, so I have to end the video at some point. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I mention this every single time. I think I'm gonna just keep on complimenting and thanking you guys. If you made it to the end of the video, you are a real bird master. Thank you so much. It's so flattering to know that you would be happy to just listen to my commentary on YouTube for like an hour, more or less. With that being said, yeah, just thanks again for watching. My course is on sale. I'll see y'all tomorrow.